Oh, so cursed, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard. Boulevard. Oh, so cursed, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard.
the man, the king, the god, this shit, Nick fucking Gage. You know how I start this off. Shout out to all my MDK gang members around the world. And I want to let everybody know, Blvd Bullies versus the World is a podcast every Tuesday, 7 p.m. live on YouTube with my motherfucking boy, Larry the Legend. And what the Blvd Bullies are doing, they're trying to ignite a revolution within the fans to unite and make the crowds electric again. So check out the Blvd Bullies versus the World, 7 p.m. live Tuesdays with Larry the fucking Legend. MDK all fucking day.
Oh, so Christ, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Fucking hell. Oh, here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blvd Bullies versus the World. It's a podcast. I am your host, PK, with the BLV.
It's okay. It's okay.
Maybe lugs.
It's okay.
BLVD.
We got this.
Hey, how are you? Welcome to our final program, and I'm joined by the lads, the crew, the family, the clan. And not the clan in the way that Brian and his deathmatch elite fucking people talk about. We're talking about a real clan.
Or
Like some TP shit up in this bitch. I am joined by the man who seems to have a new tattoo and a new Saul Goodman ring. He might be frozen. No, he's not frozen. He is a man, I don't know if that hat is white anymore or if you got a new neon version sent to you. Ladies and gentlemen, he will punch you right in your fucking face, knock your ass out right on Queens Boulevard if you say some shit. He is a man who will never stop arguing with you over any little thing that you want to talk about because he has spent too much time being the mayor, the governor, the administrator of the Deathmatch Elite. His brain is completely fucking poisoned now. Ladies and gentlemen, smoking too much of that raw black weed. Bad Take Bry, the merch guy, sponsored by Boombox.
sponsored by Boombox.
It's actually not a Saul Goodman ring. It's my father's ring. PG.
Dope.
Shout out PG.
Yo, that
PG.
doesn't
Masonic?
that Chase in the chat says that tattoo looks fresh. Brian, did you go get a new tattoo?
What tattoo?
What's this green
arm.
shit on your arm?
I've had this for years.
He's had
dude.
it for years.
Dude, it looks
Did you-
super fucking bright.
He
That's
just
'cause
put A&D ointment on it.
color tattoos pop on white people.
Brian, could you raise your Mark Zuckerberg
One of the
arm
reasons I
now?
haven't gotten one.
Could you
What'd
show
you
us
say?
your Zuckerberg arm?
My bare arm. This is my
see,
bare
he's got
arm.
the bare arm, and then he added the Apple Watch to it, so he looks like it's like his
Series 6.
his
my
left
nerd
arm
arm.
is
Apple
like a
Watch.
drummer of a heavy metal band, and his right arm is like Mark Zuckerberg.
Right. If you cut me in half, I can get buried in a Jewish cemetery
Oh,
on
get
this
the-
side. But on this side, I'm no good.
Do you have any holes?
Holes like piercings.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to, but I don't anymore.
Well,
Ladies
even
and
if you have
gentlemen.
the scar of them, you can't be buried in the Jewish, right? Yeah, you couldn't go because you have that hole. You couldn't go in there, huh?
I don't know if that's true. I think piercings don't count, Larry. I think it's just tattoos.
Did someone say holes? Ladies and gentlemen, next in the introductions is my wrestling father, former Showcase Showdown winner of The Price is Right. He is a former boat owner. He just got off his job at the gas station, changing Earl for all them Kaz in Baltimore.
Yeah.
He is a CZW Hall of Famer. And the man who has fashioned his new hairstyle off of 9 out of 10 characters in The Wire. Ladies and gentlemen, Larry,
Hello.
the legend.
Thank you, Pat. You were on fucking fire with your introductions tonight. Glad to be here. Let's fucking talk about it.
And last but not least, the man who spent 4 years, 2 years in junior deathmatch medical college, 4 years in regular deathmatch medical college, and then he did his residency for 2 years in deathmatch hospitals around the globe, and then he went on to just be an ER nurse, stapling motherfuckers' heads together who took unprotected chair shots, only to then be heralded and regarded as the #1 deathmatch doctor in all the land. The DMD, sole owner and proprietor of Ringside Relics. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of outlaw wrestling, Ringside Sean.
What is going on, my fellas? It is a pleasure. It is an honor to be here every Tuesday with you guys. Larry, Pat, Brian, let's kick this shit off, boys.
Yo, there's a lot going on. There's a lot to be excited about. Larry, you said I'm on one, and you are absolutely fucking right. I'm on one right now.
And I'm on one.
Last week, I did 2, 4, 8 hours worth of YouTube programming in 3 days. And this week, I am tripling that because, full disclosure, I've been lying to you guys about the progress of this XPW vlog. I haven't even looked at it. So this week, before and after every program that we fucking do, I'm doing members only behind the scenes, how the sausages are made. And we are going to fucking pound this XPW video home. Because the last thing that I, PK, personally want is for Rob Black to charge me $20 this Sunday. So if I get this video done, maybe I get to sneak in the bag dough.
Possible.
Oh, you'll be able to sneak in the back dough, Daddy, as long as Larry Legend's in the building.
Wow. You know what, Larry? And Larry, I got to thank you because Blvd Bullies established 2016. It's been 8 years of me blaming you for my behavior, and you have taken it in stride as a great wrestling father should, and I fucking appreciate you. I'm going through this footage, dude, and last night we did our first members-only editing stream, and, dude, everybody is saying, yo, you know who the MVP of this vidya is? You know who
Larry
is a guy who's been in the business 25 years and doesn't even need to look at you twice, but instead he is playing to your cam. He's not finding hard cam. He's not finding floor cams. He's finding Bullies cam.
I don't even know where the hard cam is. I'm like, what? It's over here?
Yo, so
hard cam. What hard cam?
And after last night, we made a lot of progress after a lot of procrastinations. And if you want to become a member, it's $2.99. You get Larry Legend emotes. You get all the fucking bullshit. But you get to watch me make the sausage. And after last night, man, I'm so excited. I got so much good footage of you, Larry. I got so much good footage of Schlack and all the wrestling. And we got old German represented. We got fucking Necro. So I'm super hyped about this week. I know everybody talks shit about us being XP Dub fans. But, I mean, get real. We got XPW's fucking main. We got the Kevin Dunn of XPW, the Mittens of Rob Black. Bad take Bry on the show. We got the fucking Earl Hebner or we got the Jim Ross / fucking Michael Buffer
Howard
of
Finkel.
XPW on this show.
Yeah,
It just so
whoever.
happened to be this way. And you know what? Blvd Bullies has always been about finding a place to enjoy a wrestling show, fuck around, and make a great video about the absurdity of life. Through the lens of wrestling, and this is where we've landed. So if you got a problem with that, die slow.
2 words for you.
Die slow. Larry, how was the gas station this afternoon? Did you how many oils did you change?
You know what? Actually, I had the day off, Pat. I had the day off, but sometimes I just like to throw on my worker shirt, if you know what I mean. So even though I had the day off, I figured I'm a working man and you work until you die. So, I just wanted a reminder of my own mortality here through my old Mopar detailing workman's shirt on. I got to work, Daddy. I got to work.
Brian, I'm not going to ask you about your new tattoo because it's really like
It's not new.
inexplicably distracting me. I just want to ask you one thing as we get through our introductions. Is that the same white XPW hat that you've been wearing? Or is the color of the camera a little bit off? It looks like it might be a glow in the dark.
I'm going to pull back the curtain. I have a ring light in front of me that goes different colors. I'm using a different color today. I'm using yellow. So
Why?
maybe that's
so it has,
I don't know.
it has
I
a little
tried
bit of a
something
hue.
different.
A little bit of a hue.
So that might be why my tattoo is popping differently and my hat might look like
Right, you look like a different person.
Yeah, I'm a different
didn't
guy with
even
the
know
yellow,
who you
yellow
were.
light.
You
yellow
almost
light.
look like somebody who would not argue backstage with Chad Mins for 45 minutes about nothing.
Wow.
Thank you.
Has someone ever done that?
Hey, Sean, talk to me about Friday, dog. I'm coming. I'm coming as a fan. I'm gonna pay my ticket. I'm gonna get talked to. Get talked down to by the guy who punches those tickets at Outlaw Wrestling, and I'm gonna come in as a fan. And I'm just going to enjoy the program, dude. I'm so excited. Back to Big Orange Outlaw Wrestling. The place where I had some of my most favorite memories.
Yeah, bro. Last Dance at the Big Orange. It's our last time being there. Tyler Breeze is in the house. He's gonna be taking on Bull.
T-Breeze.
Nice little rekindle of their feud on NXT, if you guys are aware of that.
How's Bull these days?
Bull's good, baby. Bull's good. Bull actually wrestled upstate this past week. Brought Outlaw to Liberty, New York. Been making the rounds over there. Been making the rounds up there.
They've been clamoring.
Yeah,
I've been seeing it everywhere.
Clamoring everywhere. Soon we're gonna be taking over the whole West Coast. You know.
How far is Liberty from the city, Sean? I never even heard of that part of New York.
It's about, I'd say, from me over here where I'm at, about like almost 2.5 hours.
Not bad.
That's not bad. No. Crowbar is gonna be taking on Casey Navarro.
Hell yeah.
Cruel will be making his Outlaw debut.
Fresh off his England tour, I guess.
Mikey Whipwreck will be in the house.
Yo, I gotta stop the podcast right now. I'm done with that. I gotta say something, and this will be our first topic of discussion. You could fucking bury me if you want. All three of y'all and everybody in the comments.
What?
I'm just gonna say it point blank. I do not get Cruel. I am not seeing it. I'm not experiencing it. I'm not feeling it. I just don't get it.
Is there a reason why?
What is there a reason why?
Is there a reason why? Is he the fucking ghost of brain damage, or is he just cruel?
He's cruel. He's the walking atrocity.
Can I ask you something? Have you ever been live at a show that Cruel has come out on?
I have never witnessed Cruel live. No.
So then that's what you're fucking up.
That's what it is.
Yeah, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
No, but why? What makes you not? I feel like if you like,
I didn't say that I do not like him. I'm just saying I just don't think I get it.
He doesn't get the
and
lure.
you know, you saw like PWI did a top 10 death match, and Cruel was like 4.
He was number 3.
3.
I think Cruel is what is missing when it comes to big men who portray monsters in professional wrestling. It's been
in professional
avoiding
wrestling or in deathmatch, Sean? Because he's definitely not what's missing in professional wrestling. He might be much missing in deathmatch.
Well, listen, he's go ahead, Larry. Go ahead. Do you think?
So there have been plenty of deathmatch wrestlers who have tried to introduce like elements of horror, like horror movies, into their gimmick. I think one of the ones that has best done it in the modern era, or that I can last remember, is the Carver, who like really kind of paid an homage to the entire Texas Chainsaw folklore of that family and like what am I actually looking at? And I think Cruel does a very good job of like embracing what a lot of the fan base of deathmatch wrestling in particular loves, and that is a good horror monster.
Right. So you're telling me there's an essence, there's a palpable presence if you're there to watch it.
It's dope, bro. Like
in the same regard that if you don't have the signature Michael Myers theme song as the backdrop to any of the Halloween movies, they kind of lose a little of their luster. I feel that if you have never seen Cruel come out, if you have never heard his version of The Undertaker's gong, you're then you'll never get it.
Does he have great music? Does he have like good music?
It's pretty fucking good.
It's dope, but
pretty fucking good.
Is there cruel lore though? Is he cruel for a reason? Like he was he somebody before he became cruel?
Yes.
And like, so why
is
is he
that
cruel?
one guy who used to wrestle at Beyond and sometimes at the show that shall by not be named, with the bald head, the mustache? Fuck, come on. What?
Slade?
Yeah, it's just Slade. Slade fell into a vat of radioactive chemicals.
Way bigger than Slade.
Oh, that's why he fell into a vat, Brian.
I think. Listen, I think what
Gamma
stands out with Cruel being a great lure for deathmatch wrestling is the fact that he does regular matches as well. He just made his return to MLW where he's Mad Kruger, and he just stuffed Jacob Fatu in a body bag.
Oh yeah.
So when he's Mad Kruger, is he wearing the mask or he doesn't wear a mask?
He's wearing the mask.
Okay, I see what you're saying, and I understand that like every great interview and every great smart guest we've had on the show has said the same thing, which is that deathmatch needs stories, wrestling needs stories, so deathmatch needs stories. So I understand that the chic and en vogue thing to say is like, oh well, we need stories, but that don't mean that every story is a story. Just because, so to me, like. The last great deathmatch story was RSP, who we're going to talk about later. And then Cardona, great, right? And Effie and Mance are trying to do it right now. Nick Gage dabbles in and out. And, like, Cruel is, like, the next wave of, like, the starved for storytelling type of thing. But number 3 deathmatch wrestler in the world, I don't know.
Who the hell are these people from PWI that are putting these lists together? Because to be quite honest, I feel like there's a lot of people that could have been run up on those top 10 slots.
Well, I think Andy Richter or Andy Lawler.
Opinion.
Andy Lawler said it best. I saw him reply.
Andy Richter.
Andy Richter. Yeah, it's just they're all.
With Conan O'Brien.
But somebody, one of these motherfuckers might have been Brian. I don't fucking know. I don't read it. But somebody said like, well, hey, at least deathmatch is getting notoriety. At least it's getting a little column. So what? They don't maybe have the fucking pundits and the experts like putting the right list together. But hey, at least they have a list, you know. So.
In the conversation.
Yo, you know what? Listen, I'm not a complainer. I'm more of a hater. So I'm just pointing out some, it's like, yeah, The Undertaker was a great character. But the whole point of deathmatch is that everybody knows what the guys are going through. So is that like Undertaker in deathmatch really a cool thing? Or is it just like, oh, we're so starved for some good music and some presentation that like this guy's now the guy?
It's just something different. I feel like it's good.
Hold on
different
for a
is
second.
good.
Hold on. Because you also have to understand that Cruel is a massive human being.
What is he, 6'5"?
That are in just wrestling
huge.
and on the indies. He towers above most.
So he's 1 inch shorter than Michael Jordan, who was the second shortest position on his team. 6'5" is like carrying cross. Just because all the wrestlers now are 5'6", don't mean that 6'4" with lifts, 6'3" with lifts is some shit.
6'4" is pretty big, dude.
I'm talking about on the shows that you'll see Cruel on.
Yeah.
He towers above everyone.
Of course.
It's an attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
And hold on,
I like that. That's a better.
I want to say something else about the horror movie shit because you guys know I know what I'm talking about. So the first Halloween, there was no story as to why Michael was the boogeyman that was just killing people on Halloween. Yep. There was no backstory that he was Laurie's brother. It was just a guy that looked scary, and there was scary music, and he was doing fucking scary things.
Thank you.
So you're saying I'm basically thinking too much about it.
Cruel is. And here's the thing, Pat. Hold on. Because I'm an announcer, so I got to go with this thing, too. It takes a collective, like the commentators, to be like, oh, I don't even know what the fuck this guy's on.
Oh, my God.
And the announcer to be like, oh, my God, I'm going to sell for this guy because the music and the presentation.
Right.
So this is clearly everybody getting hooked. Hey, that's what we do. We hook them.
Hook them.
And he's doing it right.
Okay.
The man knows how to fish.
I fuck with that. That's a great
But you don't go to shows, so there's a part of it that you cannot understand because you've never experienced him coming out.
How
when he came out of that fucking hold on, shut the fuck up. When he came out of that cornfield in maybe Michigan, dude, it
was wild. That was wild.
It was legendary.
It looked straight out of like a fucking horror movie.
All right, I stand corrected. I was just pontificating, posing a question to start off the show.
I understand,
to get the juices flowing.
I mean, that's like one of those things where it's like, why ask that? What do you mean? What?
Maybe,
there's no question.
This Friday, you can meet him.
That's just
you know what?
Being a hater.
Maybe I
think you need to meet him.
You know what, Sean? I have no doubt that the best place for me to witness this ambiance of what you guys are talking about with Cruel, this presence, there's no better place than a fucking Catholic school gymnasium with every single fluorescent light turned on. Sure. I'm sure that's going to be great. And the sound guy's not going to be able to. The sound guy's not going to be able to find his fucking music, so he's going to play some Cher song. And I'm gonna watch fucking Cruel come out to some Cher song with every single fluorescent light in the building on.
Listen,
you know where it works.
And then Sean's going to be like, "Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from parts unknown, Cruel." Yo, Sean, I'm telling you, for that fucking Cruel entrance, you better not drag that shit out. You cut it short. Cruel.
Bro, there's no reason for me to be in the ring with a monster like that. So I'm going to make sure.
He's got to go with it.
I got to get the hell out of there. Well, are you crazy?
Don't be an announcer.
I'm blessed to be in a... Listen. I'll just say it like this. I'm blessed to be in a church. I'll be saying my Hail Marys.
Sean, you should have a little bottle of holy water.
I'm gonna
put it like
I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be happy that those fluorescent lights are on.
Hell yeah, dude!
And as soon as I see that walking atrocity coming my way, I'm jumping right out that ring because I know whatever comes forth in his presence, is doomed.
I bet you. Here's
be there this Friday, Papi. Don't miss out.
What are the chances? Could I put some kind of piece of meat on Kevin Gill's head to lure Cruel to attract him?
He doesn't eat.
He doesn't eat.
He doesn't eat. He doesn't drink. He doesn't shit.
What if I put an IWTV subscription on Kevin Gill's head? Would Cruel go after that?
I don't know. He may go after you after hearing this.
Or Casey Kirk.
If you don't remember that, Pat?
He'd go for her.
You don't remember that, Pat?
Say this,
when I posted the video with Casey Kirk getting abducted by Cruel, and I had the Beauty and the Beast song playing, and no, she wasn't getting abducted. They were beating up Brandon Kirk in the Hard Ballroom. And you look at me, Sean, what is this shit?
You're making me think
what is this shit, Sean?
You're making me think of the first 15 minutes.
And the Beast.
First 15 minutes of the Cruel versus Tremont Halloween match. You're making me think of the first 15 minutes with the Kirk's interview, which was just
cigarettes.
Oh, I saw some of
this interview's over.
Where they're on the sofa, right? They're and Kirk gets up and takes the thing off. He's like, I don't want to talk.
I'm not talking about Cruel.
Listen,
is he here right now?
They jumped right into the hard questions.
Big fan of his. Can't wait to see what he has moving forward in MLW. It's his second run there. And also, he's the only deathmatch wrestler right now that's not Matt Cardona that has an actual fucking action figure.
What do you mean mute button? Who's saying mute button? Are we muted?
Who's saying mute? Wow, we're muted?
No, we're not muted. I'm looking at the fucking shit right here.
Fucking Bren,
don't get in my fucking head like that. You know what? Today's a very special episode of Blvd Bullies because today I'm not going to be looking at any of the comments at all. We're just going to be having a grand old time. And speaking of a grand old time, there's plenty to talk about. But let's get to Larry's favorite part of the show right now.
Oh, yeah.
Take it back. Take it back.
Brian, I want you to just explain every single detail of our extremely complicated giveaway system. Bad Take Brian, the merch guy, sponsored by Boombox.
It's not that complicated. Guys.
Not that complicated.
Every week we give things away.
It's a little hard to follow.
We show things, and then you comment on the YouTube video,
Comment.
and then the next week we read your comments, and then we
Mhm.
place your names inside of a Newport box. We
Mhm.
shake it up. Patrick shakes it up,
Yes.
and then we give it away. And
Like
Kind of like when
You
on
shake
Saturday
it up
morning,
like Eddie Money.
X-Men would be 2 half-hour episodes,
Yup.
2 cliffhangers, and then the last cliffhanger would be the first episode of the next week, and then they would end with an end cliffhanger for the. Yo, did you watch this X-Men '97 Disney Plus trailer?
Hell yeah, the trailer. What? Don't get me started on
Kind
that
of be dope,
shit,
right?
Pop.
I'm
What?
kind of all about it.
Bro, Fox 5 Kids was the best when it came to cartoons in the morning. You got some sugary ass cereal and the best cartoons that get you as hype as these guys are on the damn TV. It was the best thing ever. And then to hear previously on X-Men, there was nothing better than that waking up in the morning. I'm pumped.
For me, X-Men came on right before wrestling. X-Men was like the most adult cartoon.
Like
It
I'm
was
saying,
all
it was like
kiddie
11,
stuff.
11:30, and then you'd get like Ninja Warrior or Superstars. I don't think that X-Men ever
Superstars,
actually went
man.
into Superstars, because I think Superstars was on that channel like 94, and I think X-Men really was like 96, 97, but it's the same time slot.
Here's what it was.
Beekman's World would
led,
come on.
X-Men led into wrestling. It led into wrestling. It wasn't the same channel. I'd have to turn to 54 down in Baltimore, and WCW would be on. Then
Wow.
after WCW, I go back to the channel that X-Men was on, and WWF Superstars would be on. After
That was
WCW.
Saturday morning?
Saturday morning, yes.
Damn. You got
Oh, yeah.
some good old wrestling in the morning. There was not, listen, I'll tell you this much. There was nothing like waking up, watching X-Men, watching Spider-Man, having a bowl of cereal, and then the next thing you hear is ding, ding, ding. Welcome to Saturday Morning Superstars, guys. Bam Bam Bigelow versus Tatanka right now live. Take your ringside.
Yo,
That was the best.
Then there were like those like Muay Thai.
That would be McMahon and Lawler. Are we doing giveaways though? Let's not.
Hey, let's get back to Larry's favorite part of the show.
Sorry, Brian.
Giveaways. That's
yeah, so you comment, you get picked, and then you win it, and that's it.
So this is last week's giveaways.
Yeah.
Last week's giveaway: signed or invite, unsigned mittens.
What's for this week, dude?
Gems.
We have to give these away first.
This is from last week. We're going to read last week's comments. We're going to give these away. And many viewers did call it a signed card and a coaster.
Can we get a side note here? Because if you don't send us your address after you win, we can't send you the giveaway. Right.
Yeah.
So you're talking about the Rush Hour 2,
the Frisbee GCW,
Frisbee GCW.
And the trilogy of movies that doesn't make sense to people, and they're very angry about the movies that I'm giving away.
Random trilogy.
Whatever. They're unclaimed, so whoever wins, what did we decide, Patrick?
The Frisbee GCW.
So nobody got the DVDs?
Well, someone won. I forget who won, but they just never sent their address. So now we have.
I forgot who it was already. I can't be held responsible.
On YouTube, it's just.
Can we go back to the episode and just
I can go look.
It's like a YouTube name. It's not a real name. It's like a YouTube fucking name. There's no way to message somebody on the YouTube. The YouTube people, the winners have to contact us with their address.
Well, it doesn't seem like they're
do that.
Right.
It doesn't seem like they're too enthused with their gifts.
Yeah, they probably hate Rush Hour 2.
This fucking GCW Frisbee. You can be active, dude.
Larry, just because you said that, I'm going to up the ante this week, and I'm going to contribute with Brian's giveaway. And this week, I guess
we're not into this week yet.
Well, we're not into this week. Should I
wait?
Or should I do
what
now?
I did the couple times I did.
Yeah, just wait till we announce this week. So I'm really excited. I didn't realize what you're trying to do. By the way, I love that fucking hoodie, dude.
Thank you. Can't wait for the season to start.
Yeah, it just ended.
I know. That's what all football fans say when the Super Bowl ends.
100 days till football. Hey, let's talk about last week's comments. Last week, it was just us free balling around town, talk about whatever the fuck we wanted to talk about. Do I remember 1 second of it? No. But was it a great time? Oh,
Neil?
Hell yeah. No, Neil was 2 weeks ago. Last week, we talked about Neil.
Oh my
and
God,
by the way, Neil, in the news this week, it just so happens that Neil was on our show, and then in the Nombre de Padre and Espirito Santo, all of a sudden, Neil, way up. Interesting. Anyway, last week's comments. Wesley Easter says, ready for XPW Sunday, boys. Time to come. C-U-M. A phenomenon and catchphrase invented by Brian that I will not ever understand. T. Curly, 50, 45, 80 says, P.S. We need Bullies of the Woods t-shirts. Did we say something in regards to Bullies of the Woods? I laughed at this.
It was on my stupid goddamn news that you hate so much. I referred to our fans as the Bulls of the Wood.
Why?
Cause that's a Dusty Rhodes reference.
First of all, if you don't pay attention to our group chat either, I
definitely don't pay attention.
I asked the group chat what we should call our fans.
I definitely do not pay attention to is the goddamn news and the group chat.
Well, good, because Larry told me that I should refer to them as the Bulls of the Wood. So it's Larry.
Well, if Larry said it, I support.
Thanks.
If you wheel is a Dusty reference, and so is Bull of the Woods, Daddy. That's two things that he would say. So I think since we're bullies, and if you wheel is already getting worked into the lexicon, I think Bull of the Woods should too.
I hear that.
Whatever. Alex Knows 90 says, I'm not surprised Tony Khan asked people to stay for Ring of Honor.
I heard about that.
You guys insisted on talking about mainstream wrestling, which, by the way, if you want to talk about mainstream wrestling on the Blvd Bullies YouTube channel, the best place to do it is on the primary #1 flagship show of this channel that airs on Thursdays at 8 p.m. featuring myself and Jedi Joe. We work on an outline all week.
Yeah, there's way more snack eating and way less Larry. Damn it.
But anyway, I'm not surprised Tony
You
Khan...
said it, Brian.
I'm not... Oh, and by the way, side note, we got that Thursday show, 4-4, Eat the Turnbuckle, Final Bloodbath, where Blvd Bullies is going to be heavily featured. We're also presenting a match. It's a whole fucking thing. Friday, private party, invite only, undisclosed location, early afternoon charcuterie board. Jedi Joe, he's going to be cooking for all the invited guests.
Get out of here.
Oh.
He's going to have a whole fucking tasting menu ready for you, and then you're going to eat, you're going to drink, you're going to laugh, you're going to live, you're going to love, and then you're going to watch a special episode live in studio.
Of you?
Of Here Comes the Lame in an undisclosed location in Philadelphia on Friday. If I can wake up.
That's awesome.
If I can wake up. Anyway.
That's awesome,
Axel
Pat.
Knows 90 says, I'm not surprised Tony Khan asks people to stay for Ring of Honor. The only time I went to AEW, it was still going at midnight on a Wednesday night. Yeah, well, that's what we all experienced when we went. It's like you show up early for the dark, and then you stay for the Dynamite, and then they do Rampage, and then I guess after Rampage, they do fucking Ring of Honor. It was crazy there for a minute.
It's a lot. It's just a lot.
That's too much.
And that was just the AEW stuff. It made me ultimately stop watching AEW because it was just too much stuff jammed into one show. Axel Rose 90, consistent and loyal commenter. Wesley Easter, you're not getting 2 entries, but he says, thanks for another great show, guys, last week. Axel Knows also not getting another entry, but I'm going to the ICW NHB show in March. Do you think they will on-site me? Because I listen to the Blvd Bullies, and I can tell you right now, without a shadow of a doubt, yes.
No, I would go with the Blvd Bullies sign.
Why don't we send you a t-shirt to rock? We'll send you a Blvd Bullies Vince McMahon t-shirt. You can get double heat, dude. And just make sure you bring the Blvd Bullies bear mace, which we are going to release next month. Horror, Pain, Gore, Death says, would love to see Akira in the XPW tournament. And speaking of Philadelphia, I've noticed MLW has been having blood at every show now for a month. The State Athletic Commission seems way more relaxed these days. Do you think we will start seeing death matches again in Philly? What do you guys think? Take it away. Open floor.
What even decides what allows death matches and not?
Horrible answer. Sean?
I don't even know.
Excuse me. I think at some point we will. You mean legally, right? Because I'm sure there's places where, you could go and you can watch a good old death match in Philly.
A good
but
old.
not legally. Yeah, good old death match. Good old death match.
Well, John Richter actually replied to this comment saying 100%. Not just lately. I've been seeing MLW in Philly for a little over a year. Hardcore matches can be done in Philly. If you notice, there are some elements, not even these matches like glass or bulbs. Exactly. Yo, if you have kind of the green light for wrestling, you could work it in. You could work good blood. You could do a hardcore, match, and it could still be dope. You can get some juice flowing. 41 down. This is my official entry for the Rush Hour 1 giveaway. That's
there we
just
go.
a comment.
There is no Rush Hour 1, only 2.
And John Richter also says, looking forward to an interview with Eric Dillinger, Jim Cornette, or Akira. Mostly want to see you guys get serious with Akira. Thanks, guys. TK.
Let's get serious.
I just feel like it's beneficial for both parties. Akira don't want none of this smoke. We don't want none of Akira smoke. It's just better. He's an on-sider.
I think I've already talked to Akira. We've been cordial, and he wants to come on the show.
He wants to come on the show.
Who's our next guest going to be?
Akira.
Undecided. We haven't talked about it.
The ultimate guest is Larry. All right, let's.
Did we finish the giveaways?
We're finishing.
God damn it!
It's a Newport box. The Newport
Shake
box.
it up. Shake it up.
Oh, we have their address already.
Yeah, I mean, because it's all the same fucking people. 41 down wins the Rush Hour 1 giveaway.
41 down. Get some DVDs.
Shake it up.
He gets these cards here.
Shake it up.
Pat, what was your idea? You said that if someone should bring something to the show and they can get the Frisbee and the DVDs.
Oh, that's right. Since nobody, I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but I just feel like we should take this Rush Hour 2 storyline and extend it for 4 months until finally we give somebody live at the show that very Rush Hour 2 DVD.
Juntao is going to meet us there.
Long-term storytelling.
And maybe if we keep pushing, we could get Jackie Chan there.
Juntao.
And they'll also get the Frisbee GCW.
Frisbee GCW.
Frisbee, Suyan.
DVD Rush Hour 2.
Chris Tucker's going to be there.
Let's finish this up. Let's get to this week's giveaways. And Brian, remind the viewers, how do you win this week's giveaways?
To win this week's giveaway, you have to comment on this video, not in the live chat, but on the YouTube video itself in the comment section. And if you comment there, you will win either a signed Reed Bentley card.
Oh! Great sig right there.
That's
and
dope.
Also the man himself, Dick Page.
Dickard. Shane.
Unsigned. Spring Break 4 GCW card.
Brian, you know what you should do? You should make a whole video about you trying to get that signed on Sunday for the giveaway since... Listen, I didn't even talk to y'all.
What?
Oh, wait, Sean, you wanted to add to this giveaway? Yes, please. Yeah, very special. Very special.
This Sunday, the boys will be getting back together as we always do. And we're going to be at XPW. And we're going to be seeing a good friend of ours, the good old Schlack versus RSP, which we'll be speaking about a little bit later.
Is that cannoli beer?
In light of an awesome weekend, contributing to this giveaway, I will be adding a very own ringside relic, Schlack.
Hey, I like that.
Chase card.
Hell yeah, dog.
Sold out quick. Sold out quick.
Do yourself a favor and make sure you comment on the video.
Yeah.
You know what that means? That means the winner of this giveaway will have a card from the world champion of XPW, because either one of these men will be the XPW world champion after Sunday.
And I just want you to know that Brian and I just work, just like aliens somehow, because I didn't know that he had a Ricky Shane Page card, and he didn't know that I was about to give away a Schlack card. So that's how you know that this is a big one. This Sunday, make sure you either stream it or you show up and comment on the damn video after we're done.
Now, as you guys know, I never watch this show back, and I never pay attention to the group chat. I don't follow anything that XPW does, and I certainly don't listen to the Rob Black show. So all of a sudden, one day...
I see you in the chat sometimes. Don't lie.
In the chat. Stop lying.
I see you in the chat.
Stop lying.
I'm trying to be a
one
cool
day,
fucker here.
I wake up, and I'm just doing my normal Blvd Bullies. By the way, living in the year 2124.
Living in America.
Like, just doing my research, obviously, for the show, educating myself about all the goings on in wrestling, talking to my sources, talking to my sources, talking to the Blvd Bullies, sources. And I all of a sudden one day see Ricky Shane Page announced for XPW, and my sources are telling me that a little birdie told them
Little birdie.
that Brian
What?
put this fucking match together. That
I-
Brian was the guy. And I'm telling you right now, you guys know, you could vouch for me. I ignore the group text. I don't know if that's true or not. Somebody told me that you fucking greenlit this shit. Just like your hat used to be white, now it's fucking greenlit shit.
I will say that I might not. I didn't put it together. I might have seen Ricky Shane Page make a little post saying that he's available.
Brian, can I cut you off real quick?
You're gonna
cut you off real quick?
Motherfucker.
I just want you to know, Pat. I want everybody out there to know.
Well,
I'm going to give you the damn truth. I'm going to give you the bottom of the barrel. I'm going to give you the bottom of the cup.
That's where we exist, the bottom of the barrel.
Brian, like I said before, has a vision for what is going on in deathmatch wrestling. Brian, I compare to Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin is very and heavily influential in the music industry. Brian has become heavily influential in the deathmatch wrestling that partakes in XPW. So, with that being said, I'm not surprised. Are you surprised? No.
Yo, I'll tell you this, and I want to get your thoughts on it, Larry, but as a guy who doesn't get excited about much, I am so fucking excited to see RSP versus Slack for the XPW Championship. It's like, oh my God, now all of a sudden, like, I'm invested because I fucking love me some RSP. Larry, what are your thoughts on it? What have you been hearing? Also, Brian, did you send Slack the present on Facebook?
No, I thought you asked me. You said you were going to send it.
No, you send it, Brian. Send the present.
Are you kidding me, Brian? I just compare you to goddamn Rick
Was it
Rubin.
not
Everybody
Brian
relax.
was going to send?
I'm in a state of mind over here. Everyone needs to give me a break.
He's boomboxing. Brian,
scream serenity now. Serenity
please
now.
Send Schlack the gift because I would love to talk to Schlack if he's available. Larry, talk to us about what's coming up this Sunday. Are you shocked, flabbergasted that Brian is going to be agenting this Schlack RSP match?
That's not true. It's not the truth. You guys are liars.
What?
You guys, I didn't broker anything.
You didn't broker, but
I'm not surprised at all because Rob is always asking for the fans who they want to see. He's always asking his wife who you want to see.
Got his
He's
finger on the
always
pulse.
Asking me who I want to see. I am not looking at tweets from Ricky Shane Page saying, "Hey guys, free these dates, need a booking." But Brian is. And just like I said, Rob is always like asking people around him, who do y'all want to see? Who's good? Is this guy any good? I keep hearing this redacted. Is this redacted any good? He's always that way around people around him. And Brian's around him. Brian gets FaceTime. So
we puff.
I'm not surprised at all.
Yo, and all of a sudden,
And
Dr.
I'll let you know
Redacted in the
something
Gauntlet. We literally talked about that last week. And all of a sudden, a bing, bang, boom. We got another deathmatch
And
doctor.
NDC was going to be invited too, but wasn't available.
How do you know that with your fresh ass tattoo?
I listened to the Rob Black show. God damn it.
Wow.
Right after Neil right after Neil was with us, Kat on the Rob Black show said, I want him and I want him and Dr. Redacted. We talked about that.
Jesus fucking Christ. Hey, did you see that Neil, Sammy Sosa, won that fucking electrified, illuminated, lit up light tube?
It was a tournament. It was it was a tournament, the Causing Havoc tournament for the Danny Havoc Hardcore Championship.
And now Neil, all of a sudden, 2 weeks out of his Blvd Bullies appearance, top of the mountain.
Well, I think Chando lost because he wears shoes.
Oh man, dude? He did the whole tournament without shoes. Chando won the Danny Havoc Hardcore Championship from Bam during the contest because Bam put it up for grabs for the whole tournament.
He put his money where his mouth was.
Lost in the barefoot match to Chando. Chando won.
Because
and then
Chando doesn't own shoes. So Bam was severely underprepared.
Exactly. But then Chando for the final
Chando wakes up in the morning, staples $2 bills to his fucking feet and calls them shoes. Meanwhile, Bam's taking all the punishment in the world.
Right. But the problem is that Chando decided to wear shoes for the final against Neil Diamond Cutter.
So he was out of his element.
That is definitely a problem.
Right.
He couldn't walk properly. He just wasn't as quick.
The same thing happened. The same thing happened in the Cage of Doom. He got eliminated because he wore shoes. He is known.
Did he win the thing though with the shoes on?
No, he fucking
wore
lost.
Skechers.
He won. He won without wearing shoes.
0 for shoes.
He's 0 for shoes, and Neil won the Donnie Havoc Championship, dude.
Wait, who won, Neil or Chando?
Neil.
Chando lost. He won the championship and lost it in the same night.
Fucking shoes.
Oh, so they hot potatoed the belt like they did that one time in
CCW. Because Bam put his money where his mouth was.
Chando came out the second. He came out to the final to "We Are the Champions" with the belt for his intro, and it was.
And then, as he's like about to get in the ring, he goes, "I wore shoes."
It was very funny. It was very funny. Great. It was a good match too.
Yo, you know what? I find myself like I would hate to be waiting at a bus stop or one urinal away from Chando, but he hates Casanova Valentine, so I fuck with him heavily.
He does. He has a passion.
You hate
he has
him.
a passion. We share a passion. We share a passion.
Dude, and he's awesome, bro. If you fucking walk around barefoot with shit,
you just like people and their feet out.
You just like feet out.
There's not many people that do it, and the Necro Butcher is one of them. And I appreciate people that don't wear shoes when they do death matches.
Dave, Captain Dave in the chat says that this is why Chando is the second coming of Cactus Jack, most underrated death match in my book. You know what, Captain Dave? Listen, I got mad respect for your opinion. But Jesus fucking Christ.
Nah, you wildin' with that. I'm sorry. He said, Dave, so much love, my brother. Pero está pasando. That's too much.
Yo, so don't forget to fucking comment on this video if you want to win yourself a fucking prize.
Now my mission is to get this Ricky Shane Page card signed for you guys.
Sean, show your Schlack card. And everybody make sure to follow Ringside Relics. And Sean, you're about to do some serious work on Sunday. What does Ringside Relics got going on Sunday?
Well,
a matinee, if you will.
I'm going to be bringing Schlack's cards. We're going to be getting these finished finally. I'm also going to be seeing a good friend, a doctor, if you will, somebody I went to medical school with.
A medical colleague.
He was transferred out after his first semester because of some issue he had with the professor, and the professor just wound up just beat up, like left in his own pool of blood and cafeteria.
Yeah, they were having a meeting, and Dr. Redacted put a garbage can on his head and just jumped on him.
Yeah, and I haven't seen him since. So the last time I actually saw him, he actually fought Neil Diamond Cutler. Cutlet. Cutter.
Neil Diamond Cutler.
I'm sorry. At a ICW show, and now he's he's gonna be there. So I gotta bring him some cool 8x10s. Why not? and Larry. We got to get some Larry 8x10s as well. So you guys will be seeing what Ringside Relics has and will be doing
and
in the near future.
I just also want to throw out there, if
throw it.
Not this Sunday, but in April we are going to be live and in studio for the Eat the Turnbuckle extravaganza. All of us probably all day long. So if you guys have shirts or inquiries or things that you want us to bring, it's just about that time that you maybe get your order in on BoulevardBullies.BigCartel.com. What else is going on? So let's talk more about, I hate to say it, let's talk more about Ricky Shane Page. I'm so excited.
The last thing he did was the thing with Akira. I mean, Atticus, the no rope barbed wire.
Yeah, and he said
match wise, but this is not going to be a death match.
Are you sure?
They're promoting it as it being a pure professional wrestling match.
So a contest from Bell.
Jesus Christ.
A bell-to-bell contest?
Well, now I hate it. All right, let's move on. What about the Gauntlet of Death? Between last week and this week, there were a bajillion participants announced. Brian, do you have that list in front of you?
There's 6 out of 8 announced.
So 2 surprises.
2 surprises, unless they announce. I mean, there's still a few days. It's possible they get announced. I'm unsure.
I got the over that Brian is one of the surprises.
You're
for sure, dude.
Imagine.
I'm gonna be there. I went to Home Depot today. I've acquired 32 tubes, and I've also acquired signs that are blank that will be written on. And I also made the sections. The sections are made.
Are you taking any requests for signs from the fans in the chat?
Maybe.
Well, you hear that, chat? Get on it.
Yeah, it depends on if it's good or not.
You could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You could comment a sign that you want Brian to make, and then enter into the giveaway.
Fair.
And be put into the Newport box.
No way. I will say that when you did that for the poop, how much would it take for someone to take poop on their heads? No one comment how much it would take for
Larry. How much money would it?
Quite nasty.
We talked about this.
Take for you to take poop on your head.
Well, it depends who was doing the shitting.
We've already talked about. Now we're.
Hey, you know what else is in the news? Actually, a fellow Baltimorean, Patrick something, fellow formerly of Velveteen Dream,
Patrick Clark.
He's from the DMV.
Where is he from?
I mean, I'll claim him as Baltimore, but he's technically from like
Washington,
right outside of DC. Him and Leo are right outside of DC.
What does DMV mean? Is that like a local
Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. DMV, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia.
That is their tri-state.
Yeah, it's like yeah, exactly. Of the Mid-Atlantic, the tri-state is Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. And all are touched by DC. DC is kind of the tie that binds all of them together. They're all,
Go on.
But yeah, I saw that. I saw he came back on his birthday. Also, a happy birthday shout outs all around the world. Rich Swan, Jimmy Lloyd, Chris Bay. Just a
Jimmy Lloyd. I was the host of Jimmy Lloyd's 20th and 21st birthday party.
I hosted one as well, Pat. I think I hosted the one last year.
Elite company. A rarefied air, Larry.
Indeed. Shout out to all the birthday babies, the February teen birthday babies. Swanee, CZW World Champ.
A few days away. A few days ago.
What sign are you if you're born in this month?
Pisces.
No.
I'm sorry.
Aquarius.
Yes.
Really? I just guessed. I just
guessed.
Larry, you are the Walter Mercado of the Boulevard Bullies. You know who's Walter Mercado?
Who's Walter Mercado?
Walter Mercado is the astrology guy that will come on like the span like 10 to 47, and like the news would stop right before sports, and they'll be like, right when we come back from commercial break, this guy will be on with your stars, and then he'll come on and he's wearing this big ass robe. He's sitting like this. He goes, "Mi gente," in Spanish, and he'll break down your stars for the week. I'm gonna send you a picture.
That's good company to be in. I'll take it.
You're Walter Mercado.
But yeah, those are all the Aquariuses. Just shout out to all of them.
Bishop Aquarius.
I think Pisces starts on like February 26th or 21st or something.
Yo, did you there were also like other things going on in the death match world. There was like some Circle 6.
I'll look them up.
There was some Horror Slam. There's some other shit. So did Drake Younger fight? Did we have a Drake Younger divorce Drake update?
Well, Drake Younger got divorced, and then he also fought Bobby Beverly.
Well, the over-under was like 10 pints of Drake blood because he was working some shit out. Did that come to fruition?
He looks terrifying. His hair is long and disheveled, and he looks just like a totally different person than when he first came back.
He doesn't look terrifying like a Brody King would look. He just looks terrifying like he'll shoot up the school.
No, like not well. Yeah, like he's not like scary, like he's not scary, like intimidating, like Schlack. He's scary, like he looks like he's not well. I'm afraid for our boy, our friend of the Bullies, Drake Younger.
He's fine.
He's fine. Everything's fine. How did the match go? Did anybody watch it? Brian, did you watch it?
You can't. The Circle 6, you couldn't purchase it. It was just clips. There's just clips of it. They released it. It's going to be released, I guess, at a later time.
One of those deals.
And Horror Slam is another one where they don't film it. It's just fan clips. If you don't go, you won't know. You won't see the matches in full.
See, now there's something to be said about those types of shows. Those kind of like, if you're not there, if you're there, you're there. Like, that's it. If you're there,
you save money. You save money as well, obviously.
Why is that?
Because you don't pay to fucking film it.
True.
So
well, speaking of filming,
does anybody know Schlack's email address? Does he have email?
Useless
I can confirm that Schlack that
useless drunk.
On my thing here.
Useless.
Okay, don't say it. I just need you to give me a hint. Because I just don't believe that Brian sent them the link.
Send it.
I won't lie. I told you before the truth. Why would I lie about it now? I told there you
go. Wow, that's weird.
Give a fucking second, Pat.
Prematurely evacuated.
Damn it, bro.
Pat's just coming everywhere before you get here.
Yeah, Pat, I can't wait.
Let me fucking breathe, Pat.
Sorry.
He doesn't let anybody breathe. You don't understand.
Wow, okay.
Damn, bro.
We're getting some stuff out.
Fuck you want for my life, dude?
Schlack, I needed to talk to you.
Okay, I understand, but you gotta give me a minute here, dude. I gotta regroup. I gotta gather my shit. I was just on a phone call.
Pat?
I was just on a phone call with a director from this movie that I've been working on that I'm in. And I gotta go now, right after April 4th, the final Eat the Turnbuckle Battle Royal Bloodbath.
The final first show.
I have to drive the Friday at like noon the next day. I got to drive about 4 hours north into PA to a police station that the director rented, and I have to chop off like 8 cops' heads in a fucking police station.
I'm going to tell you this right now, Schlack. I am coming with you to do that.
Just invite himself.
I'll drive. I'll drive us.
You're driving too.
I'm driving.
I'm a better driver than Patrick.
If you want to drive me up there, rock and roll, let's do it.
Oh, yeah, of course. Classic wrestling. Hey, Schlack, we had a huge discussion last week about, they're saying, and dude, they're saying you were stripped because you're ducking people and you're using your creative control. There's all these types of talk. There's all this type of talk out there. I need to talk to you about this, dude.
Yeah, Brian was talking shit.
Brian was talking shit.
I was talking what I see, Schlack. What I see is what I say, and that's all I say.
Did you put on glasses and duck challengers, yes or no?
Oh, wait, listen to me. First of all, I need to see because motherfuckers is blind these days. All right.
See, Brian? Now it's innocent, Brian.
Yeah. So what you're doing? You're making fun of my handicap, my eyes, my vision. Is that what you're doing, Brian?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm making fun of your vision.
You seem to make a lot of jokes about bad situations.
Terrible jokes.
We like bad. I mean, bad situations are funny.
Nobody likes
so we
it
make
except
fun.
for you.
We make fun of bad. Only me. I'm
I
the
know.
only person that makes fun of bad situations. Everybody needs to relax out there.
I know. I know you're Rob Black's fucking right hand man, but you know what Rob Black also does besides write and read and shit with his right hand? He also jerks off with it.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm ambidextrous. I use both hands.
This is not answering my question.
Oh, this is important information. Have you ever jerked off with your leg over your hand, kind of like this? You know what I'm saying?
My legs don't get involved.
I
Not
never
one
did
time.
that, but I'm going to tonight.
New homework assignment for everybody. Oh my god!
Like freestyle masturbation or something.
Does it make your hand fall asleep? Does it have something to do with cutting off the circulation?
Oh
of the
my
blood to your hand?
god!
Jesus Christ.
I mean, there's only one way to find out, right?
Fair.
I'm
Touche.
As for being stripped, okay, I mean it's whatever. Rob Black is it. I was binded by contract. All right, I was binded by contract, and I was fulfilling my contractual duties as the XPW King of the Deathmatch Wrestling Champion. Okay. By the way, I got stripped on my 666th day. In all honesty, dude, whatever. I'm still the goddamn XPW Heavyweight Champion. But when it's all said and done, dude, when it's all fucking said and done, I held the belt for 666 days, the longest reign ever of all time. I beat out Supreme and dudes I've been watching since I was younger, like Supreme and the Sandman and Messiah. If that's my fucking final legacy, so goddamn be it. I'll take that, motherfucker. Longest fucking reigning champ ever. 666. Not Mark of the Beast. Mark of the motherfucking human meat grinder, brother.
Fuck everybody. Fuck everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck everybody, dude. Fuck everybody. I don't need no recognition from PWI's top 10 fucking greatest deathmatch wrestlers in the fucking planet. You can suck my cock. I've never had any mainstream media outlet, very, very few, in all things I've ever done in my fucking career of everything, music, wrestling, everything. I've never had help from mainstream media, and I don't want that. And honestly, I don't need that, and I like being the motherfucking underground ace.
Yeah, doesn't Cruel suck?
Suck my cock.
Fuck
You can
yeah.
suck my cock.
That's what I'm saying. Cruel sucks is what I'm saying.
Well,
no Cruel,
I
only
just want to say
Schlack.
that in that whole thing, that Schlack did not deny. There was no denial.
Sorry,
of
I'm
what
sorry.
you asked
Forget
him.
about that. You don't have to respond to that. Talk to me about Bryant being announced live on the Rob Black Show to be the agent of your match with Ricky Shane Page for the XPW Championship. He's the producer. He's the agent. Call him Mr. Patterson because Bad Take Bry is all up in you and Ricky Shane Page. Ricky Shane Page talking about, hey, if anybody needs to be the agent, Brian's like, I'm already there, brother. What do you think about that, Schlack?
I didn't know that's
I just have good ideas.
podcast. You must be really deep in Rob Black's pockets there.
We like weed.
Rob
And
FaceTimes
he likes
him.
shoes and ladies with big tits. That's what Rob likes.
Jesus Christ, Brian.
Not just a wife, she's a partner.
So what do you think it's going to be like when you and Ricky are trying to book your match, but Brian is standing right there telling you what he wants to see?
Hey, guys.
Brian's not going
As
to
the
be
producer,
anywhere near.
call him
Brian's
Michael
not
P.
gonna be there.
Hayes.
Right.
Listen, baby.
He's not going to be back there.
Oh, he's going to be. I've made sure of it, Larry.
You're going to be back there, Brian, agenting?
Yeah, he's agenting it. You guys didn't know this?
I'm going to be out front smashing the barricades, being a goddamn degenerate.
Menace.
As I do.
Ricky has he has his tenure in wrestling, obviously, he's been to many promotions and mowed through all the dudes and took the belts, embarrassed the fucking dudes at the top of the fucking pyramid in all those promotions. Hell, we were both in the same promotion and we both did it to the same people in the same motherfucking promotions, but let's see him try and do that in XPW.
Have you guys ever fought one-on-one before?
Once.
We had a one-on-one in
Port Richey.
in Florida. It was me and Ricky, and Ricky
Danny was mad.
Yes, Ricky does not really get along with DeMonto very much. And like Danny, I recall, I mean, here we go. We'll open up the curtain a little bit. Whatever.
Start your screen recordings right now. Screen record.
No,
Screen record.
I don't even give a fuck really at this point. But Ricky was one of the adamant dudes, which I'm not going to say he's wrong. Ricky was one of the adamant dudes about not getting paid for signing merch and all that shit. And Ricky's always been like that. That's why I respect Ricky. He fucking, he straight shooter. And,
he seems like a man of his own principles.
For sure. Well, DeMonto wanted him to sign a bunch of posters and shit. Like he gets all the boys to do. And Ricky's like, I'll do it, but I want $1 a signature. That's not asking for much to turn that piece of paper into a $30 item.
$10 for 15, 20. Yeah.
And unfortunately, Danny and Ricky Shane Page could not reach some sort of monetary agreement for said autographs.
Yo, $1 a sig is that's kind of like a dope way of putting it. Honestly,
I'm just telling the story, brother.
I knew I loved this motherfucker.
Well, anyway, so when we went out there and we had our match, everyone's expecting what you're going to fucking get out of a match that me and Ricky Shane Page, Ricky was goddamn king of the death match, fucking IWA. Ricky's had the fucking Ian's belts. I mean, Ricky's had the fucking TCW belt,
Tournament of Death. Whatever.
Right, Tournament of Death. And my fucking track record speaks for itself. So people are expecting to get that. And Ricky, not finding an agreement with a monetary value coming down to signing posters, decided to smash all the light tubes in the match before we had a chance to strike each other or slam each other into.
I love that too so much.
And Danny did not like that so much. And
that's kind of so slack in its own way, though, isn't it?
What's that?
I feel like that kind of behavior is very slackish in its own way. Even though Ricky Shane Page is one of the candidates of a tattoo poser who just went and got a huge chest piece out of nowhere.
That's a cover-up.
Yeah, because what? He had like the collar shit, right?
Yeah. And he actually hit me up to do it. I don't know. I guess I was busy or something. But he got that. I mean, dude, that's a big fucking tattoo. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hurts like hell to look at. But that is in the same realm as Hand First, isn't it? Like huge black and gray eagle first.
I don't know. Hand First is like that's like
Hand First is just right there, dude.
Hand First.
Chest is hand first, like chest is
covered.
covered.
Huge eagle chest is in the realm.
But chest tattoo. Remember the fucking sailor? When you were younger, when I was younger, when you seen a dude with a big old fucking boat tattooed on his chest, you were like, yo, that guy's the man. You know why? You don't see many people with big tattoos. I mean, you do now because they have numbing cream and all kinds of other fucking bullshit. But back then, when you get that, tattoos hurt bad because all the needles weren't new all the time. So they were all dinged up and they were catching in the skin and shit. So when you got a tattoo like that, dude, it made you a man because chest hurts like a motherfucker. That's why you didn't see anyone with him. So getting a big chest tattoo first, I mean, that is far beyond harder than getting your hand tattooed.
Okay, all right. I stand corrected, Schlack. Thank you for the knowledge. Thank you for the education. I appreciate it.
I've only been tattooing since I was like 20.
Hey, I stand fully corrected. Larry, you got anything that you want to talk about with the Schlack?
No, I'm really looking forward to you versus Dick Page because I was there for the first encounter. And I remember that entire interaction Schlack just said about that $1 in the poster. It's 100% true. And Ricky also made Atticus didn't sign the poster at all that night. And I remember on that live sale, Danny made sure that every one of those posters that he sold to the fans, he was like, signed by everyone except Ricky Shane Page and Atticus Kogar. Just want to let you guys know, everybody signed these that you're fucking paying for except for them. So I have a problem with him. Talk to them about it. Every time he sold one, he would say it.
You could tell that Ricky or that Atticus is Ricky's protege, quote unquote. They have this kind of like motherfuck you, you need me more than I need you attitude. And, you know, I don't usually give fucking props out or say, or I like things or anything like that. You know what I mean? But I got to give credit where credit's due. You know, I like that fucking attitude. I like the fucking, you know, you'll tell me what to fucking do, and I'll fucking scorch earth this whole motherfucker if I don't get what I want. You know, within reason, respect.
So, yeah, you get Larry to record the intro. You print out the mugshot as an 8x10 and sell them. You know, like it's like spirit, love, and war. Come on, I'm doing what I want.
Sean, do you have any questions for the Schlack?
Schlack?
Yeah.
The Schlack.
I want to know, is it okay for you just to drop a title?
Yeah. What's the deal with that?
I was stripped. I didn't just drop the motherfucker. You know, well, as far as I can say, you know, that's my fucking belt. I haven't lost. I haven't been beaten.
That's what I told these guys.
Right. I haven't been lost or beaten. So I know maybe something happens down the road, but right now I got bigger fucking fish to fry, and that's this weekend, Friday or Sunday, February 25th, at Alive and Kicking. It's me, one-on-one with fucking Rick Page.
Dick Page.
Fight set on, you know.
Richard, Dick, Ricky.
Rick liked to stomp on the light tube. So guess what? Now we have a full-blown goddamn fucking pro wrestling match. And you get to really see what the fucking human meat grinder is made out of. I'm not just swinging light tubes, brother.
So it's pure wrestling rules. There'll be disqualifications. There disqualifications, rope breaks.
It's not pure rules, is it?
Oh, I don't know about all that now.
Yeah.
So what exactly is this match? Is it you say classic wrestling match?
Well, no, that Rob Black said classic wrestling match.
He did. But, he spoke the words.
You know, we don't need. I'm just saying we don't need fucking, you know, busted plates in the fucking ring and a wall of glass. You know, that shit's fucking beat to fucking high heaven now. Now you got
dude. Brian went to Home Depot and bought like 85 tubes.
There's a gauntlet of death,
wrote Slack on them today.
There's a whole gauntlet of death, Patrick.
Yo, life variety is the spice of life. If every goddamn match has 500 fucking light tubes, then the last match ain't gonna mean a goddamn thing because you already need everything that happens on the show.
Headlock take.
All right.
Come on, man. It's fucking wrestling 101. And avid wrestling watchers should know this formula by now.
Mm-hmm.
That's why deathmatch wrestling is in the state it is currently, because it's been fucking beat to high heaven and completely fucking oversaturated.
Better
and now,
than ever.
Not only does that numb everyone to the violent aspect of it, you know, it also dumbs down and lowers the fucking quality of the matches. And you got dudes there just swinging tubes going back and forth, and they're not doing anything else. That's not wrestling. That's just death matching. You know?
I gotta tell you something, and I'm gonna be completely honest. If Ricky Shane Page wins on Sunday, I'm gonna throw my fucking soda in the ring.
That makes me so excited.
That's what I fucking think.
Hey, you never know. It's actually
we're gonna have all of our sodas in the ring.
Well, I'm just gonna tell you, if you don't want sodas in the ring, just heed.
Dude, are you worried? Schleck, are you worried that the last two unannounced people might be acquainted with the 440, and then there'll be a 440?
It'll be a whole thing. We're gonna do a whole thing. We're gonna bring back stories to deathmatch. God fucking damn it!
Listen, I don't know what the fuck's happening. Rob's been kayfabing me ever since he fucking stole the belt. So stripped me of the goddamn my wife.
Kayfabing everybody. No. He's not even returning my calls.
No, the only person he talks to is fucking Brian.
So now my other question is, do you have anything to say to the man right there in the white XPW hat, Brian, who's been heavily influential in Rob Black's decision making? What do you got to say to this guy?
Jack Tunney.
Right, Rob's right hand man. Rob's going to your wedding. Did you invite any of the other bullies to your wedding? I know Rob.
He made me fill out a whole thing about my address online.
Larry's going to announce us.
Oh, what? Wait, let me guess. Rob Black gets a fucking table at the very front, and Larry, you're gonna have Larry zoom the fucking announcement in. Is that what
I might.
I knew
it. A Panasonic monitor.
His wife is also very good friends with my going to be wife.
Leave it to the women. You can't
exactly, Schlack, the commiserating. You know how they get. Yeah, that's
you know how these
Bond over the
fucks
boobs.
get.
Tail as old as time.
Blood and tits, baby. Blood and tits and THC.
Yo, Schlack, did you see? You saw Rick Blade came back?
Yeah, didn't he replace fucking Zandig?
Yeah, he botched the table.
What happened to John? He didn't, he ate too many fries.
He's actually allergic to cats, and his cat sat on him.
Oh my God! Did you hear about Ian? He completely kaputs the whole thing about coming back.
He never recovered from that no-show
Really?
on our show.
He made an announcement that his health is too detrimental.
Ever since that day.
He's never going to do wrestling ever again.
From the cats.
I believe
From the
so.
cats that day, yeah.
What he's like a couple Z-packs.
His throat completely closed up
Really?
from that day because of Brian.
Pat's lying.
So obviously, why would you blame the Jew? Patrick blames the Jew.
Oh, come on.
Yep.
Another story as old as time.
Right. Thank you, Schlack. Always.
Oh, Schlack, canceled again. Canceled again.
So Schlack, you're a man of many trades. You got a lot of projects going on. You just mentioned that you're doing a movie where you got to slaughter some police officers. What is next for Schlack? Are you gonna be flying planes?
You know what? That's
Captain
one thing.
Schlack.
I jumped out of an airplane before. Did you ever go skydiving?
I like to
Never.
No.
I've done that before. I don't know if I'm not a flying type of guy. I don't really like going fast anymore. I put my head through like 4 windshields in car accidents. So now I drive a fucking old lady, dude.
I hear that.
I did a skydiving before, and they give you all the the heads up, and they strap you to a guy, and they explain what you're supposed to do, and the instructor is on your back. It's the first time.
Imagine how scared the guy who has to skydive with Schlack is.
Just looking at him.
He's like, they're really looking at all the people who work there, are like, not that guy, not that. Like they're drawing straws.
Schlack just looks like a turtle coming down with a fucking little guy on his back, dude.
Hey, asshole, you're jumping with me.
God damn.
My buddy Tommy went with me, and he had a shirt on that said "Satan is my co-pilot," and they were like, "Yo, you can't get on the plane with that shirt on. You got to turn it inside out."
That's funny.
Right,
as
because
fuck.
turning it inside out would dispel the power.
Right.
They can't see it.
Right.
They can't see it. Out of sight, out of mind.
If it was
It's science. It's science. It's science.
not even like put on another shirt. Like, yeah, if you turn it inside out.
How is he gonna have another shirt? Or are they gonna give him a? They're gonna give him a shirt for free.
God, that's so fucking funny.
So when we jumped out of the plane, like I went through like 2 hours of like, a course to learn, when to pull the cord, at what fucking, at the height in the air, what time to do it. I did that. And then when I got up there and I jumped out, I didn't listen to a goddamn thing. I just free fall. Like, are you going to pull it? And he had to do everything for me. And then
That's so funny, dude.
when we were coming down, you're supposed to like run. So when you hit the ground, well, I went down and I almost broke both my knees because I went and I planted them both in the ground and took face first and thing. And dude, I was like, yeah, I'll never do this.
Yeah, you gotta be loose. You gotta be loose when you're doing that shit, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, look
at me, not exactly, loose.
Yeah, you're not the type to hit the ground running from the air.
I still can't get over thinking about somebody on your back, dude. That just makes me laugh.
Come on, buddy.
I have a great video. I'm editing the XPW video from Last Hard Ballroom, and I have a great video of Top Rung Schlack.
Oh man.
Coming down with an elbow drop. Now you do brace with your feet, but that does not stop your elbow from completely destroying Jeff King's heart.
Annihilating.
So brutal, so awesome, like a kraken coming out of the horizon. Schlack, flying Schlack.
Flying Schlack.
Air Schlack, dude.
Air Schlack, yeah.
Send it to me, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah,
How was your shoulder after that? It looked like you landed pretty heavy on that shoulder.
I don't know. I got some big fucking shoulders. I got some leeway. You know.
Oh,
Yeah, you
and then
like
Sean's talking about the spot where you did the cutter spot where you landed on your fucking shoulder.
Oh, dude, that fucked my shit up, dude. My jaw.
Dude, it looked like you smashed your fucking face, dude.
Face bump onto a chair off the top rope.
Bro, that was wild.
And Larry with the all-time Jim Ross on crack call.
Every time that's the best call Larry's ever made. That one.
Dude, I love that one. Yeah, I was possessed.
What the fuck is this?
How hard is it not? How hard is it not to laugh when you hear him go off like that? We know what it is.
Yeah.
He's about to jump off the fucking ladder is what it is. But you still gotta fucking say that, you know? Like...
So good. So good. That commentary made the fucking match that much better.
Oh yeah.
That's what Larry does.
White Claws and Ron Mimi, my tag team partner, my 2 tag team partners, we fucking go in, dude.
How about after you scream like you know, the fucking country is getting bombed by an invading force, after you're screaming your head off, Ron's like, why would you do that? Oh, nonchalant shit.
Right. Just well, he's 3 sheets. He's 6 sheets
I
by
don't know
that
how he
time.
does
By
it.
that back,
How does he do it?
He's like swaying. He's like,
He has to be like helped off the table.
And I'm just carrying us. I love it.
Shout out Ron BTK.
BTK.
He's the beat.
Well, Schleck, I want you to know that we're gonna be there in full force this Sunday.
Turtlenecks and all.
And if anyone tries to get in the way of you retaining your goal,
Sean, I don't think
there.
you should guarantee whatever you're.
No.
We're gonna yell. We're
This
gonna
is
yell. We're
family,
gonna yell.
right?
We're gonna yell as loud as we
family.
can.
I
This is
do not
family.
agree. Let Sean's views not. I'm gonna be
You got me,
impartial.
Papa.
Me and Patrick are gonna throw
What
our
were you
beverages.
saying?
We're gonna stay far.
Sean,
And
were
we're
you
gonna
gonna
I'm
jump
just
throw.
gonna throw my
Anybody?
beverage.
If Ricky Shane Page wants to bring anybody with him
Wow.
and hide them while the show's going
I
on,
hate this.
Schleck
Bullies
doesn't
are
need
here.
anybody. Schleck doesn't need anybody.
No.
Schleck
well,
is
just let him know that he got us.
Now I feel like if 440 gets involved, the 4 of us need to hop in there. Actually,
I got a job to do. I gotta announce. So it's y'all 3 that'll be doing.
Oh, shit. Well, fuck it.
Well, to be fair, you've saved my life during an XPW show, Larry. So you get involved.
I think it will be fire to hear Larry go, "Fuck this shit."
I
Throw the headphones down.
this entire thing. I just wanted to talk to Slack about kayfabe shit. I don't want to talk about having to fight these guys with their matching outfits for Slack, which I will do. Oh my god,
That fucking matching turtlenecks.
Matching out.
Shh, no one knows about that, Dan.
Yeah.
You guys
doesn't.
Okay.
Ricky
Here, no, you know
Shane
what?
is
No,
fine.
fuck it.
Jesus
I want everybody
Christ.
to know right now. Schlack, I want you on this too, dude. I need you to be in on this. Me, you, Larry, Sean, and Brian are all going to, on Sunday, wear turtlenecks, black turtlenecks.
We've already got him.
We have to show unity just in case these 440 fucks show up, dude.
Deathmatch
All
community.
5 of us, long sleeve, black turtleneck.
Mhm.
All right, if we do that, Pat, if we do that and it goes down, will you be ready to fight?
I am so
Eric
ready. I'm fucking
Ryan
going to get my
or
blood
Gregory
work
Iron
tomorrow,
or
dude. How about
fucking
that?
Eddie Only? Will you be ready to get in their face and be like, "You're not gonna fuck"?
You fucking kidding me? I wish a Schlack would.
My only problem is my neck is really big. I don't know if they make.
We'll get you what you need. We're going to get you what you need.
We need to
I'll
get
throw
you
it
a
up.
magnum.
We're gonna get you a snapping
Imagine a shirt
turtleneck.
exactly like you're wearing with a little turtleneck.
I'll cut the sleeve.
You gotta cut the sleeves off and just leave the neck.
All right? Okay, is that acceptable?
Oh yes,
We have to show unity just in case this RSP fuck shows up with his friends, dude.
I need back, dude. I need back here. I like to think I am the bipartisan 5th unseen bully. I like to think.
Right, for a monetary payment every week, which, by the way, you have gone above and
well over 10
beyond
minutes this week.
today.
Dude, I'll forward you my forward you my Venmo if you need it, if you forgot it.
Yeah, everybody who follows us on
You
Venmo
just
will
announced,
see
you
the
just
Schlack
announced yourself
appearance
as a bull. You just said you're the 5th member of the Bullies. We don't pay the
Kind of
Bullies.
did say that. He
You
kind
did
of
just
did
say
say
Schlack.
that.
What are you doing out
is
here?
on it. Brian
Jesus
is already
Christ.
like,
Said it,
wait a
Schlack.
minute. You
I
said
pay
you're a
attention.
boy,
I pay
I'm
attention,
like-
Schlack. I see you. I see you.
Listen, say
Okay,
no
well,
more.
we're gonna need to renegotiate my contract.
Ah, fuck. There we
As
go.
soon-
Ownership trumps.
As soon as the 5
It's all
turtleneck,
about the
control, Schlack.
motherfucking
as soon as the
money.
5 turtleneck pentagram is completed, we will renegotiate the contract.
I like it. All right, I have to eat now because I'm due. It is probably like around what 9 o'clock,
8:33.
8:33. I need to eat, and you guys need to
All right.
take home.
See you Sunday. Remember, everybody, the show
Sunday.
starts at 4. 4
Show
o'clock
starts at
this
4 o'clock.
Sunday.
It's a Sunday
Live
afternoon turtleneck.
Live and kicking.
Blackamania.
Turtleneck. Schlackamania.
Schlackamania, baby.
There we go.
Hell
See you
yeah.
then, brother.
Peace.
Goodbye,
Thanks for
Slack.
coming on again.
Thank you, Slack. Love you, Slack.
Leave your. Oh, I was quick. That was a
Yeah.
quick
He's
one.
got it
Schlack,
now,
let's
dude.
clap.
He's learned.
Well, he's the
Clap it up
5th
for
member.
Schlack.
You think he'd have it by now, right? He's got it.
Yeah.
Shit, listen, I know that I've had more of a great time tonight than I've had in recent shows. I've drank a few more burrs than usual, but yo, my turtleneck's in the mail. How about
Oh, better not be
yours?
late.
How about
Mine's already
yours?
here, dude. I sent you guys.
'Cause
You
you
see,
know what's
I'm
gonna
so
happen.
mad at you. I'm so mad at you because you said to me that I was gonna blow the surprise, and it was you. You blew the surprise.
No, I think
and
I think I enhanced it.
just you would say
No,
say
because
that you
what's the
enhanced it
deal?
just
If
because you
you
blew
and
the
Sean
surprise.
are just 3 marks wearing a turtleneck, like who fucking cares?
Hey, we're not.
It's still gonna be
But
that
if
way.
we get a
because
if
nobody
we get
cares
a
that
turd
we just
for
said it.
Lar, and we
I
get
know
a
that
turd
Mark.
for
I
Schlack.
mean, I was thinking,
Now
I
we
don't
got-
have any ideas for outfits. What month
All right,
are
you guys
we in?
talk.
February?
February. We're love
Larry,
month, baby.
I think that if you show up and if you just like do
Brother love.
turtleneck, just do a
Brother love.
turtleneck with a just like with a turtleneck with a blazer. We're all
Brother
be
love.
turtle Boulevard Bullies,
Brian,
black
that's what I was
turtlenecks
thinking of
with a
doing. I was
blazer.
thinking of doing that already, but this is becoming a thing, and now I'm like, oh God, now it's like if I don't do it, then it's like it's
No
rude.
pressure. See, this is all I blame Patrick. Patrick said we should keep it secret and keep it
Where
safe.
did Pat go?
He couldn't take it anymore.
He left.
Uh-huh. Oh man, Sleepy Larry returns. I don't know. I was up late last night, y'all.
What else happened? What else happened, guys?
Brother Love.
Yeah, what are the other names on that deathmatch list though? Besides Cruel, what are the other names?
Rena Yameshta's one of them. I think she's like 2, maybe.
Yeah, I really have no idea about the list.
Who was one?
I could tell you who's in the Gauntlet of Death.
We know
But
you know that.
I couldn't tell you who's on the list though. But I know
can tell you the Gauntlet of Death too, but I didn't even know about the list until y'all brought it up. So I was just wondering who the rest of it.
I just know
Funny.
that people are talking shit about
All right.
the list because basically
Number one-
they've ixnayed anybody from XPW on the list. Nobody.
ready?
from
Well, let's hear
XPW
it.
is on the list.
There you go. Number 1, Hoodfoot. Number 2, Toro Segura. Number 3, Mashi Takeda. Number 4, Cruel. Number 5, Rena Yameshita. Number 6, Killdozer, not Matt Tremont, but the Killdozer. Number 7, Yuki Ishiwaka. Number 8, Matthew Justice. Number 9, Arrow Boy. Number 10, Tommy Vendetta. I feel like a lot of people could have been favored in those numbers. And I think giving out a ranking like that without an article kind of not diminishes, but it leaves a little damper stain on what these guys and girls go out there and do.
Yeah, I don't really fuck with that list.
I don't either.
It's got some great names on it, but it's also got some names that aren't on it that definitely belong on it. So
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but see, you can't be mad at someone's list because that's just someone's personal opinion, though. Like you can't.
It's not someone's personal opinion.
group-
It is
it's a group-
It is accredited professional wrestling magazine that has been dishing out news and stories for well over 20 years.
It's still an opinion.
I get it.
Well, no, because sometimes when they do these lists, there's a certain amount of criteria. Like how many times they've won matches, the level of the matches they've done. Like, are they?
But that's not what's going into the list. What's going into the list is just
do you
want to
hear about it?
Opinion
Did you
on
guys
who
talk
their
about the list top to bottom? Did you go top 10?
Yeah. We just went over it.
I just wanted to know the names. I wanted to know the names, Pat. I wanted to know the names.
And what makes me feel like this is like
it seems a little haphazard.
It's like superly Marcus done. Superly Marcus done. And what threw me for a loop was the fact that Matt Tremont was named Killdozer. And it's like, okay, he's been the Killdozer. And like we were speaking about earlier, the lore of horror-themed wrestlers and wrestling is dope. But how many matches has the Killdozer had that you feel he needs this credit
with that name? Being called. That's what he's being called.
Nah, Papa.
Right
no, hell no. It don't work like that, bro.
What do you
mean?
It don't work like that. Yeah, well, it obviously does, because that's what they call it.
It don't work like that. No, it don't work like that.
You're just mad. I think it's funny that a list makes people so mad. It's someone's opinion.
If you were doing this list and you were adding Terry Funk on the list, just because he was in WWF as Chainsaw Charlie doesn't mean that you put Chainsaw Charlie's name on the list, because that's fucking Terry Funk, bro.
Marcusly done.
That's Terry Funk, and that's his real name in real life. It's a wrestling list. It's a wrestling thing.
Nah, bro.
You call him his wrestling name.
Here's
it's
my
a wrestling list.
It's like, even if it's some intern who gets like a 3x5 little column in the zine. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. It just seems like it's just highlighting the IW. I feel it's like an IWTV ad. You know,
there's a lot of GCW wrestlers on there, though.
But it still feels like a pandering ad. It feels like a paid programming thing to me.
I think, Sean, did you say without an accompanying article? Even it's kind of like
it's just there. It's just there from the PWI
like
awards
issue. The names out of the hat.
Yeah, it's the awards issue.
Oh yeah, him, her.
And I'm like, wait, what? Like, what? And
but
then
that's
like
what
the
I'm
photo,
saying. It's like a IWTV thing.
It's not the same. Whatever that other podcast did, where there was that YouTube video, that there was votes from a group of people that made a decision of the best wrestler and other things from the year. This
Jobber Radio. Shout out Jobber Radio.
Shout out Jobber Radio. But this list is just that person's opinion. So people getting mad about someone's opinion is very silly to me, I think. This is not the same. Like someone just giving their thought on the top 10 deathmatch wrestlers.
Wait. But do we have that confirmed that it's like,
and John Allen Richter,
my opinion of them?
Lawler.
There's no way to tell if there's no way to tell if there's no article accompanying it.
John Andy Richter, Lawler, 41 down, Bren Urka, so-and-so said something in the chat that said, who cares?
Right. It's a list. A list is a list, and anyone's going to have different names. It's like the Mount Rushmore. We ask wrestlers every time what their Mount Rushmore of wrestlers is, and it's different every time.
This is what I'll say.
People are going to have different answers.
All right, Sean, close us out with this. Let's get on to the next. Oh, go ahead.
You know why I care?
Because you have a different list.
Sean said, it is an accredited wrestling magazine, and if I'm going to go to it for information, then I want to know the credentials of the person that is putting together their opinionated list, and that is why I'm even reading the magazine, and that's why I don't read that fucking magazine, but I just brought it up as a topic for the discussion on the show.
Oh, it's great.
And I don't give a fuck. To Bryn and everyone in the chat, I'm just talking about shit. I don't give a fuck. I just wanted to know the names on the list.
A shit list. It's a shit list because
Sean,
the person
you hit
obviously
the nail on the head. We can tap this shit. We don't know who the fuck even wrote that article. Fuck them. We don't talk about PWI to begin with.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's why I was saying it feels like a PWI
They obviously
ad.
They obviously don't fuck
feel
with
like
XPW
something
because not one XPW wrestler was named, and the legendary motherfuckers are in XPW. So
get the fuck out of here. It doesn't feel like
their
something.
Opinion, though.
Black's not on it. Masada's not on it.
Get the fuck out of this town. Necro Butcher had the best matches I've seen in years.
Your favorite wrestler, Brian, Jimmy Chondo Lyon's not even on
And my favorite wrestler, Jimmy Lloyd.
The different boy. Who's been actually killing it as he's teaming with Cardona.
JJ Allen go
so funny,
fucking
dude.
bananas at Horror Slam?
Yep. Yeah,
Very
didn't he get like stapled to the mat?
I'm sorry. There was weed whackers. This guy's like a madman, dude.
Did you see the staple, the nail gun?
Yeah, that's what we were just about to get into. That shit was wild.
That was we talked about Horror Slam, but at Horror Slam, JJ Allen took the nail gun, he nailed himself to the ring.
So as a kid, I would always find these like super fatty spots and pierce them.
He did it to both sides, Patrick. And then I think it was before he got syringes. He put 4 syringes through his arm. He poked them through. It was Chuck Stein.
Friend of the program, JJ Allen.
Chuck Stein and JJ Allen
Escobar. Friend of the Bullies. Mm-hmm. Someone who we will be rooting for. And listen, JJ, if you're watching this, you want to wear a turtleneck on Sunday? I'm just saying. Brian will be wearing a turtleneck. And everybody in this fucking space knows what Brian wears. Oh, so goes the tides. So we will all be wearing turtlenecks. So I'm just saying, JJ Allen, little ski mask, little turtleneck. Might behoove you, my friend. Might behoove you if you're watching this program. Go ahead, Brian. I'm sorry.
Dude, I mean, that's those 2 spots that it's another, like, to see that show, you only could have been there or seen clips. And I think that's, I like that a lot. That's it.
Well, that's like what Larry said. You're either there or you're not.
Right.
That's what makes
I just wanted to put
like
those spots. So the nail gun spot and the syringe. I've seen syringe spot, but he put 4 through the arm was sick, dude.
By the way, members only content, PK Live in-house reaction to Cruel's entrance Friday night. Stay tuned right here. Keep it locked.
Yeah. Watch Cruel come out, turn the lights off. Get yourself some popcorn. Get a frosty beer.
Yo, Larry, Larry, you made a great reel this week. You made an excellent reel. And you highlighted all of your managerial.
Not all. Not
even all, but the highlights. Not even all. And there was one where you slapped a man's hand away and gave him the double throat. Oh my God, Larry, there were rock bottoms.
The spear was my personal.
That was Monster Mac. He gave it to Monster Mac. He gave him a monster double throat throw.
Let me tell you something about that footage right there. First of all, my buddy from Massachusetts, Jesse, shout out Jesse Greenblatt. He came to FET to see that, bro. That was a huge, like, fucking Texas Tornado brawl with Team Pazuzu versus Monster Mac, Danny Bob, Low Key, Homicide, and Nick fucking Gage.
Bro, that was a very New York brawl.
There were several times where Gage caught me and Pinky and, like, smashed us together. Dude, it was so wild. Yes, dude, and that was just the match started with us all brawling from the backstage area out to the ring, and that's what that footage is us spilling out and me going, get him right now. We don't give a fuck about a bell. Let's get him now. And, like,
you slapped his hand away, then you double throat.
Bro, that was
fucking wasabi chop.
Not with the thumbs, like this. Come on. It's like
okay. I don't know.
Kind of. I'll be honest, Larry.
Mongolian chop.
I need to see Larry in a square circle. I've never seen it in person, and I have to see it because your ring awareness.
Larry's the winner of the Bloodbath Battle Royal.
Well, there were only been a few matches. Most of the times, it's just me giving a shot or two. I specialize in giving a shot.
you took the shirtless Joe Gacy across the ring, Death Valley driver through the barbed wire board, and then you disguised yourself as one of his laughing minions.
Yeah.
A la Dead Rising. A la V is for Vendetta. You disguised yourself as one of his minions and then hit him with a nightstick.
That's right.
And actually, baby, goes to show enabled one Dick Page
to win his first.
And at this time, still absolutely exalted Combat Zone Wrestling World Heavyweight. Oh my God, dude, I can't wait to hang out on Sunday. Larry, are you rent-a-carring in Saturday night? Can we go out to a lovely dinner? A turtleneck dinner?
Well, I can't divulge. My plans this time because you never know what's gonna happen at these shows. You never know.
Oh
you
my
never
God.
know. So
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I am so excited that
you
Brian.
should be. You should be. Everyone should be.
That Brian, in his infinite wisdom and benevolence, booked Ricky Shane Page on this show. Sean, can you believe it?
I can. You know why? This guy is heavily influential. He knows what the fan likes. He gets the people going. It's provocative.
He gets the people going. It's provocative. Brian, care to comment? He's muted himself.
You're muted.
I muted myself because I'm proper and I didn't want to disturb you with my bong sounds, but I am a provocative Jew and I do what I want. That's it.
He does what he wants and he's a provocative Jew.
I do what I want, and I'm
my sister
a
watching,
fucking
Melissa.
provocative
My
Jew.
sister-in-law,
Shout out
He's
Melissa
painted up-
and Jenny.
He's printed up green
Family.
sheets of paper for us.
They're not green. It's because you have been
Can you
fucking
read
ring light.
that? Can you read that? What does it say?
This one says rim job section for
That's for
Patrick,
me,
and this one
thank
says
you.
Jewish section for me.
So for the fans out there watching, I want you guys to know that when Brian brings these signs and he places them amongst the seats in the heart
I
bowl.
tape them. I
there's a
tape.
heavy-
I bring tape. I bring tape, and I do it professionally, so the signs don't blow away and people don't try to take them.
So
By
when the
way,
fans come in, sorry, Pat, when the fans come in, they walk to their seat.
every single front row seat, Sean.
And it is wild because they go to Shannon, the problem solver,
Right.
and they ask Shannon, hey, am I in the right section? This says the Boricua section.
I'm
This
not
says
Spanish.
The MAGA section.
Hummus.
This says the hummus section.
Hummus.
And everybody's like, dude, what are you talking about?
It's very confusing.
Yeah.
It's
Brian,
just a little mischief.
Brian,
I confuse everybody.
This is a
Shannon
mischief.
Shannon freaks out when I
poor
tell her
lady.
it's okay. It's okay, and it's for the fans, and it makes them happy.
So
And
okay,
that's it.
and last
then
time
she
we
says,
brought
okay.
tape.
Right. I bring tape every time. No, the first time I didn't bring tape, the signs blew everywhere when it was a big disaster. But now I bring tape because I know it's a problem.
Oh my God.
I didn't bring tape. The signs blew everywhere. It was a disaster.
Yeah.
It was, dude. You were there, Sean.
Hell yeah.
It was like
Hell
a
yeah.
windy city in
It
'85
was
with
windy as
newspapers.
fuck. It was windy as fuck.
Dude, and you know what? On behalf of all of the loyal, and I think I am able to speak for all of the loyal XPW fans when I say thank you so much for bringing RSP to extreme something.
See this pulse?
Yeah. Oh, Mark Zuckerberg?
My pulse is following the deathmatch community.
Okay. Anything
just so
else?
you know.
Do we have anything else?
Hey,
on
do
the-
we want to say anything about the bigs? Anything at all?
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, I think
yo,
we should
did y'all
probably
see
save that for
match?
the Thursday show. We should
Last
probably
night.
save that for the hashtag WWE, hashtag AEW, hashtag Here Comes the Lame Professional Wrestling Podcast. Thursday nights, the flagship show at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on this channel. That's where the mainstream wrestling gets talked about. What more do you guys have to say about Cruel?
It's a rare condition in this day and age to read any good news.
Yo, have you
on a
seen the new Matt
newspaper
Cardona
page.
t-shirt?
No.
3 Faces of Cardona.
Oh man,
The
really?
indie god, Zack Ryder, and something, you know?
Everybody's calling their shots.
Did y'all see Tony Khan in the box with
No.
Austin?
RPW? Bro.
Yo, does a
was
human
so
being's elbows
excited.
move like that, dude?
Tony Khan's does.
I've never seen somebody celebrating like this.
He's so excited to be there for Will Ospreay.
He loves wrestling even more than Brian.
That's definitely true. He spends way more money on it than me.
There is.
But he makes money too. He makes a lot of money, I would say. No.
Yeah.
Would you say that Tony Khan loses? He loses more money than he makes, though.
Yeah, but he has
Brian
going on
Laskin
to give him a
Cornette
nice
said
cushion.
there's no way. Brian Laskin Cornette say there's no way the company's turned a profit even by now.
But do you think he gives a fuck? It's not even his money; it's his daddy's money. He's probably happy as fuck just to be there.
I want them to stop.
I don't think he gives a
probably
shit.
Doesn't even know what money is.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't give a shit. He's just tossing around, fucking going like this, dude.
Yo, what I need to happen, and this is just a little teaser for the flagship show on Thursdays at 8 p.m. right here on this channel, youtube.com/Blvd Bullies. Also, check out our merch on Big Cartel Blvd Bullies, BlvdBullies.bigcartel.com. But,
What?
Right.
What?
Sounds like you spit.
Hey. Sorry about that. I was just saying, I cannot wait for the Young Bucks to pin Sting and win the tag team championships and put this company 18 feet into the grave with the Young Bucks in their white suits beating Sting and winning the tag team championships. I think that's what's going to happen, and I think that would be so dope. I think it's going to be awesome.
I think that Sting and Darby Allin are going to win.
So what?
Sting
wins?
And then Darby turns on him.
No.
The final,
It's Sting's last match.
Yeah,
you always lose your last match. I'm sorry, I love you.
Really?
Yes, dude.
Ric Flair won. Ric Flair won, didn't he?
No, dude, he got kicked in the mouth by Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid.
No, in his last match that you went to.
He won.
Right.
He barely won though.
That's his last match.
Listen.
God damn it.
I don't know. Supposedly he's supposed to do something else, but
all right, let's play us out.
All right, you want me to?
Yeah, play us. I mean,
go ahead, Sean.
There we go.
Final word, Sean.
You ready? Here we go. Come and knock on our door, Larry.
Come and knock on our door.
Been waiting for you.
We've been waiting for you.
Where the kisses are hers and his. Three's company too. Sorry, Pat. Go ahead. You finish.
I really. How can I follow that?
That's pretty good.
You can't.
Actually, if he said, "Come and dance on our floor,"
come and dance on our floor.
Take a step that is new.
Take a step that is new.
Meet the lovable space that meets your place. Three's company two.
Hey,
you'll
y'all.
see that life is a ball again. Laughter is calling for you.
Da 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 they do.
Three's company too.
Thank you so much for watching the program. On behalf of myself, on Bad Take Boombox Bry, the merch guy, on behalf of the DMD, the Deathmatch Doctor Ringside Sean, catch up this Friday at Outlaw Wrestling at Big Orange, and the Wrestling Lord, who will change your oil and show you to the nearest location of the juiciest hot dog of all, the former boat owner, the Showcase Showdown winner, the man who has prevented me from getting kicked out of almost 17 dozen shows, Larry the Legend. I am PK Patrick with the Blvd Bullies, and I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and shout out to Schlack. The best. And I just want to say to everybody who watches this show, thank you so much. And to everybody who screen records this show and who is our enemy, please die slow. And until next time, we're out of time. Bye-bye.
the man, the king.